Hello students, now I'll go for the next program, fifth program, that is merge sort program. So before explaining the code, you should understand the logic. So I have taken a array of 7 elements, an unsorted array. So the array elements are 10, 2, 3, 11, 21, 1 and 2. So merge sort program divides the array into smaller numbers every time till it cannot be further divided. Okay, the merge sort program starts dividing the array into smaller array till further we cannot divide. Till there are one single element in the array, it keeps on dividing, and finally we merge it. That's what the name merge sort program. Now, coming to the program, so this numbers, 7 numbers, it's an unsorted array. So first thing what you should know is the initialization steps. So low is initialized to 0, high is n minus 1. N means the number of elements here. So n means the number of elements. So here the n value is nothing but 7. Since 7 elements are there, so n value is 7. And high value is n minus 1. High value is n minus high value is n minus 1. So if suppose you substitute the value 7 here, 7 minus 1 is 6. So you have array starting from 0 to subscript 6. So now we are trying to find out the mid value. Mid is low plus high divided by 2. So the mid value comes out to be as 3. So I have written here low is a of 0, mid is a of 3, mid plus 1 is a of 4, high is a of 6. And one more important logic of merge sort program is your left array is from low to mid and your right array is from mid plus 1 to high. So keeping this in mind, so your low to mid is taken as your left array and your mid plus 1 to high is taken as your right array. Now I'm separating the array. So the two array we obtained are this is left array. Yeah, correct. This is further division. The left array is having the elements 10, 2, 3, 11 and the right array is having the elements 21, 1 and 2. And the array subscripts remains the same. Okay. Low to mid. Now further what we are doing, now the first time when the partition happens, when we are dividing the array into two parts, the left array is having 10, 2, 3, 11. The right array is having 21, 1, 2. Now we have divided the array into two parts. Coming to the left array, the low value is 0, high value is 3 with respect to this array. With respect to this array, low value is 0, high value is 3. So when we calculate the mid value comes out to be as 3. Okay, sorry, here few small mistake. 0 plus 3 divided by 2. The mid value is 1. The mid value is 1. So your low is a of 0, mid is a of 1, mid plus 1 is a of 2 and high is a of 3. Now again your low to mid is taken as your left array and mid plus 1 to high is taken as your right array. Okay. Now coming to the right side of the array, the subscripts are low is a of 4, high is a of 6. And we have to calculate the mid. So low is a of 4, high is a of 6. So 4 plus 6, 10. 10 divided by 2, the answer is 5. So your mid is nothing but a of 5. So low to mid is taken as your left array, and in the right array there is only one element remaining, that is 2. Now the left array I have written here 10 and 2. The right array I have written here 3 and 11. Similar way, The left array here is written here, and the right array I have mentioned here. Now further subdividing it. Here if you see, the left array has got a subscript 0 and 1. So when calculating the mid value, 0 plus 1 divided by 2. So 0 plus 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. We go for the integer value, that is 0. So your mid value is 0. So your mid value is 0. That is why I have written low and mid value remains here only. And mid plus 1 to high remains here. Because your low and mid value both are same. That is why I have written low to mid. And same way goes for here. So 2 plus 3 divided by 2. The answer is 2. So your low is actually 2, high is 3, and your mid is also 2. So low and mid remain same here. Mid plus 1 to high remains here. So same way here, I have calculated the values here. Okay, for this particular array, I have calculated the values here. And for this particular array, I have calculated the values here. So here, the low value also is 6. The high value is also 6. So low plus I divide by 2. The mid value is also 6. That is why I have written low, comma, mid, comma, high. Now further dividing this, low to mid is your left array. So I take that here. Mid plus 1 to high is your right array. So I take it here. Similar way, I separated 3 and 11. Similar way, I separated 21 and 1. And I go for 2 here. Now further, I am not able to divide the array further because each array has one single elements. Further, I cannot divide. So I start with the merging process. While merging, I'll sort it also. That is why the program named as merge sort. So from these two elements, I compare. So I compare 10 and 2. Which is, now this is my new array. Now in these two elements, which is smaller, that I will put it in my first position. I'll compare 10 and 2. Which is smaller? The smaller element, I'll copy it to my new array. So when I copy 2, there is nothing remaining. There is nothing here. So I'll highlight it with a red color. I'll highlight it with a red color. Means I have already copied 2. Now, here there is no elements. The remaining element here is 10. So I copy the remaining element to the new array. Okay. So both I have copied. So both I'll highlight with red color. Similar way, I have the elements 3 and 11. I compare 3 and 11. So 3 is smaller. I copy the third element here. When I copy it, no element is present here. So I remove and copy it to my new array. So the remaining number is 11. There is no other numbers. The remaining number is 11. So I copy that also. So I form a new array 3 and 11. Similar way here, when I compare 21 and 1, 1 is my smaller number. So I copy 1 to my new array. And the remaining number is 21. So 21 I copy it to my new array. So this is my new array. And here there is only one element remaining. So I copy it here. Now, the left array is having 2 and 10. The right array is having 3 and 11. Now what I do, I compare 2 with my 3. Since 2 is smaller, I copy it here to the new array. So I copied 2 already. Now what I do, I compare 10. Now I compare 10 and 3. 3 is smaller, so I copy 3 to my new array. Now what I do, I compare 10 and 11. 10 is smaller, so I copy it to my new array. Now what is the one element remaining is 11. So 11 I copy it to my new array. Next, I compare 1 and 2. 1 is smaller, so I copy 1 to my new array. I compare 21 and 2. So 2 is smaller, so I copy 2 to my new array. Next what I do, now there is no other elements to compare. So I copy the remaining element, that is 21, to my new array. Now coming to this array, I compare 2 and 1. So 1 is smaller, so I copy element 1 to my new array. Next, 2 and 2. Both are equal. If both are equal, then I'm copying a number from the as according to my logic, according to my code of merge sort program. If both the numbers are equal, I'm copying the number from the second array, that is the right array. So 2 I will copy. Next, I compare 2 with 21. Since 2 is smaller, I copy the element 2. Next, 3 with 21. Since 3 is smaller, I copy it to my new array. 10 with 21. 10 is smaller, I copy 10 to my new array. And 11 is smaller than 21. When I compare 11 and 21, 11 is smaller, so I copy 11 to my new array. Now, no other elements are there to compare with 21. Only 21 is the remaining element in the right hand side of the array. So I just copy 21 to my new array. Now, I got my sorted array, that is 1, 2, 2, 3, 10, 11, 21. This is my sorted array. Now, I will go to the code and explain you how the same logic can be converted into a program. Same logic can be converted into a program. So I share one more screen. Yeah. Now I have shared one more screen, that is merge sort program. So the program is merge sort. It is the same like how we take inputs for quick sort, the same way we take here also. All the things are same, but the logic differs. Now here, going to the program, there is a class called as merge sort, and here there is a merge function. And now, after merge function, there is one more function called as sort, and there is a main program. So in the main program, what we are doing, we need to access the member functions in the merge sort class. So first we are creating the object of that, and then we are creating the array of size 100. Then we are telling the user to enter the array size. The array size is stored in the variable n. Next, depending upon the array size, we use a random class to generate random numbers. The object for that class is named as generator. So suppose you give the n value as 10, we use a for loop for I is equal to 0 to I less than 10. So if you give n value as 10, 10 random numbers have been generated and it is stored in the array a of I. Now then what you are doing, you are printing the unsorted array. So you use a for loop and print the unsorted array. Then what you do, you initialize a variable called as start time. You initialize a variable start time, and then what you do, you call the member function sort with the object m. Using the object, you call the member function sort. And the parameters you send to the sort function are array, lower subscript and high subscript of the array. Then what you do, this particular call goes here, comes here, this member function. And inside this member function, there are operations to calculate the mid element. And once the mid element is calculated, the left part of the array begins from low to mid, and the right part of the array from mid plus 1 to high. And then we are merging the left and the right hand side of the array, low, mid, and high. So this is the actual procedure, what I taught you now in the video. So first you have to calculate the mid element. Once you calculate the mid element, separate the left array and the right array. And after that, what you do, this is a recursive call. See, sort function, it's a recursive function. This keeps on repeating till the array is further cannot be divided. That is, when there are one single elements in the array, this process keeps on repeating. After that, when further the array cannot be divided, we begin the merging process. So the merging process calls this merge calls one more member function, that is here, this merge function. Now here, as I told you in the previous video, the I is initialized to low, j to mid plus 1, okay, and k to low. Now I points to the left hand side of the array, j points to the right hand side, right array, I points to the left array, j points to the right array, and k points to the new array. Okay, k points to the new array. Now what we do is we compare the here this particular statement, I should not exceed mid, because your left hand side array limit is what? From low to mid. So I should not exceed mid. And what is your right hand side array limit? The right hand side array limit is mid plus 1 to high. So your j should not exceed the limit high. So keeping this in mind, what we do, we compare the left array and right array, a of I and a of j. When we compare it, if the smaller element is in the left array, then we copy that particular element into the new array. Then we copy that particular element into the new array. After copying, we increment the I pointer and k pointer. Otherwise, suppose if the smaller element is present in the array, right array, that is array of j, then what we do, we copy that smaller element into the new array, that is this, and we increment j and k pointers. Finally, after doing this part of the code, when there are remaining elements, when I was explaining the previous video, I told when there are no elements to compare, and either in the left array or right array, if there are elements remaining, then just copy that remaining element to the new array. So if there are remaining element in the array I, that is left array, so the left array starts from low to mid. So copy those remaining elements into the new array. In similar way, when there are remaining elements in the right array, I ranges from mid plus 1 to high. So j should not exceed high. So when there are remaining elements in the right array, copy those remaining elements from the right array to the new array. Finally, what you do, after the array is being sorted completely, copy the full array from low to high. Copy the full sorted array from low to high to the new array. Okay, that is copy the full sorted array to the new array. Now the array is sorted. Afterwards, what you do, the process of sorting finishes, then you calculate the stop time. And finally, you calculate the elapsed time, that is the time spent in sorting the array. After you calculate the elapsed time, you print the sorted array. So you use a for loop and print the sorted array. And I have shown an output here for 10 numbers. You give the array size as 10. So 10 numbers are randomly being generated. It's an unsorted array. And now you are going to use merge sort logic and sort those numbers. And finally, you print the time that is spent in sorting the array. So this is your entire program with the merge sort logic for sorting the array with n numbers. So please watch this video and try to understand the merge sort program. Thank you, students.